Hey guys, it's Mark here from Orlando Planning, and today we've got for you our 10 tips that we can personally give you to make your Disney vacation as magical as possible. These are what we found from our visits, which we think will really help you if it's going to be your first time for going to Orlando. So without further ado, number one, bring food and drinks with you in the parks. Okay, so Disney allows you to bring snacks and drinks in with you as long as it's not alcoholic into the parks. And because Disney don't have any refillable drinks apart from at the resorts, which don't work in the parks, to keep buying drinks gets very expensive very quickly. So that's why we recommend just taking a huge gallon, a few gallons of Gatorade or whatever drinks you want, which will keep you going. Gatorade, we found, is the best. If you don't know what Gatorade is, you are missing out. It's the best squash in the world. You're gonna love it. Everybody, as soon as you go there, you'll know what it is. You'll know how awesome it is. So just don't underestimate Gatorade. I just like to point out at this point, I don't actually represent Gatorade, and I'm not getting paid to do this, but it's just really cool. A note, so just a quick little tip on this point. We found either bringing bottles in your suitcase, empty bottles in your suitcase with you from home, filling them up and then taking them to the park is a good way. So a few other people can carry their own water bottles, or buy a cooler bag, put your big gallon of drink in it, and then fill up these little bottles with water, freeze it. Yeah, either water or frozen water, so ice. Then that will keep your drinks really, really cold. Number 2, Fast Pass Plus. Okay, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm just going to quickly say what Fast Pass Plus is. It's the new way of pretty much queue jumping for free, and it's it's the kind of Disney thing that they do. It's part of your ticket admission, so you get 3 of them to start off with, and this is what I recommend you go to for the Magic Kingdom. Definitely get Fast Pass Plus for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, because that one, when we went, because it's still pretty new, we looked at the wait and it was about 2.5 hours wait, and that was pretty much all the time that we were there in the summer. So definitely Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Space Mountain as well for Magic Kingdom, and we found Peter Pan's ride as well. I don't really know what it's called, but Peter Pan's Flight, I think, something like that. That one as well, if you've got kids, is really good, and that one gets pretty really jammed and long. For Disney's Hollywood Studios, Toy Story Mania, Rock'n'Roller Coaster, and Twilight Tower of Terror are at 3 must Fast Pass Pluses. For Animal Kingdom, Expedition Everest is pretty much the big main one. Cali River Rapids, which is a water ride, and Dinosaur, which is a indoor time travel-y bumpy dinosaur coaster. And finally Epcot Test Track, which is awesome. Mission Space is a space simulator, definitely go for that one. And Soarin', which I think is at the moment having renovations, so it's going to be called Soarin' Around the World, which is you get lifted up in this kind of seat, hang glider thingy, and you pretty much just see projections around the world, but it's really cool. So there are our recommendations for Fast Pass Plus. Number 3, parades. So at the Magic Kingdom they have a few different parades. There's the Festival of Fantasy, which is going on at the moment, and there's the Electric Light nighttime parade. So make sure, here we go, you find out the times. I think it's at 1 o'clock the first one, then 3 o'clock is the second one. Go for the later one, because everybody normally goes for the first one. Everybody runs to where the parade goes past for like the 1 o'clock one, and it means all the rides are a lot less busy. So go on the rides then, catch the 3 o'clock, the later one, whenever it is. So then like you get the best, least busy for both of them. Same with the nighttime parade as well. Go for the later one. Just try and go for the later ones, especially if you don't have kids. And number 4, fireworks. So a lot of people say like get Fast Pass Plus, but you don't really need it because it's fireworks. You can see it from most parts of the parks. So for Magic Kingdom, their fireworks display is Wishes, which is really cool. For Disney's Animal Kingdom, it's new. It's not really fireworks, well, as far as we can tell, but it's like a nighttime show. It's called Rivers of Light, and it's coming this year. So if you're going this year, make sure you check that one out. For Epcot, Illuminations, which is fantastic. Again, it's not necessary to get a Fast Pass. For Epcot, Illuminations is fantastic. It's all around the lake, so there's going to be like quite a lot of spaces. You don't need a Fast Pass Plus for it, so that's fine. What we found is when we went to the German pavilion, got like this really cool like watermelon beer, which is as awesome as it sounds. Went to like a bench, sat down. We could see all the fireworks. It's like fantastic. Drinking this beer in Germany, kinda, and it was brilliant. So definitely catch that one. And finally, in Disney's Hollywood Studios, it's Fantasmic, which again is just the nighttime shows, lasers, like water effects and that, like to Disney music, and it's really cool. I think it lasts a bit longer than the other ones. I think it's about 30-40 minutes, but it's a sit down show. But you have to get Fast Pass for that one. Number 5, sit-down meal reservations. Okay, if you want a sit-down meal, you can book up to 180 days before your stay. So this is pretty much essential if you want to have a sit-down meal at Be Our Guest, where you go into, that's the Bells and Beasts Castle, where it's all French cuisine, but it's really good. It's like really nice food. It's expensive, but considering you get a picture and like a personal meeting with Beast after your meal, it's certainly something you have to do. Also, if you decide that you don't want to do it, you can cancel up to 24 hours in advance, like completely free. There's no obligation or anything like that, as long as you cancel up to 24 hours before. So you might as well book 180 days before, just in case you want it. Number 6, allow for rest days. Okay, this may seem like a bit weird because you're on vacation, but all of that walking around in the parks and booking fast passes and things like that, it gets really tiring. And considering there's some like the sun and the weather, the humidity that you're probably not used to, it's definitely worth considering putting in some rest days, or at least like allowing for some during your holiday, during your stay. So these could be just days where you either don't want to go to the theme parks, maybe you want to go shopping or just lounge around the hotel for a bit. It just allows for that spontaneity, just allowing to be anywhere really. Number 7, allow for rests during the day. Okay, here's a good idea. Get up early, because the parks are a lot less busy in the morning. Go back to your hotel, especially if you're staying on Disney property, during the afternoon where the sun's the hottest, and you can just play around the pool, you can just chill for a bit, and then go back during the night where a lot of people would have left. I think about 4-5 o'clock a lot of people start leaving the parks. So yeah, go then. That means you're at the parks for the least busiest times of the day. And if you are staying on Disney property, magic hours, so you can stay even longer. So there you go, you're not in the Florida sun for the hottest time of the day. and you're not in the parks for the busiest times of the day as well. So just try that. Number 8. Get your ears and magic bands as soon as possible. Okay, this is probably something that you might not have thought about, but if you want to get in that Disney mood as soon as possible, then I recommend going to the Emporium, which has all the ears and everything. So get that, and your magic bands as well, because your magic band, I think they say it's like your key to the magic, because they get you into the parks. They will open your room if you're staying on Disney property. You can even pay for things if you're on Disney property as well. And this just really gets you in the mood. It's something which you want to do as soon as possible. It just really gets you really feeling magical. It makes you really, okay, yeah, now I'm at Disney, now I'm in Orlando, now, you know, you're here. Number 9. There is no chewing gum in Disney. Okay, so this only really affects you if you're an avid gum chewer. I'm not really, so it doesn't really affect me, but basically when Walt Disney opened the park, he wanted it as clean as possible. That's why you'll find a bin every 15 steps. Literally every 15 steps, and we even counted it. Sometimes it's even less than that. But yeah, so he didn't want any gum to be stuck around, so there's no gum. I don't even think they sell gum at the airport. So if you want to chew gum whilst you're in Disney, so just bring some from home, or I think you can buy some at Walmart. Just there won't be any at the parks. Number 10. Okay, finally, I said this before, but you can't do it all. So just get over it now. You're not going to be able to do it all. Write down the things that you definitely want to do. That's what we've done. We wrote down the things and the checklist of, things that will make us happy. As long as we can get these things done, then we'd be okay. So write that down, do those things, and just go from there. Just be spontaneous, and remember, you're on holiday, so just go for it. So that was our 10 tips for Disney first timers. If you've got any other tips, or what did you think of this list? Comment below. Tell us what you think. And remember to subscribe to our channel. We've got our Twitter up and running now. It's at Planning Orlando. And make sure you give this video a good old like and share it around as well. Share the love. So see you in the next one. Bye!